We wished you a Merry Christmas. We wished you a Merry Christmas. We wished you a Merry Christmas. And now we wish you a very Happy New Year.
Wow, very well done, huh? Nice, yeah, nice. Now make something out of jingle bells, jingle bells.
So today with me I have Antariksh and I have Niveditha.
What's up?
This was supposed to not happen this episode, but now that this episode is happening.
But why are we doing this?
Because we wanted to wish our listeners Happy New Year, Antariksh.
Yeah, we didn't want to miss the chance.
Exactly.
For you. We're doing this for you.
ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं है कि हमारे बॉस ने बोला करो इसको बैठ के, but
that never happens. No. So for those who are tuning in just for this episode, on the last episode we had announced that that would be in fact our last episode of the year.
Oh.
But psych, we are back
wrong
for
number.
this episode. Yes.
Surprise!
Yeah, and wishing you a very happy
New Year.
as Snayhil has already started with.
Yeah.
What are we talking about on this episode?
So उससे पहले I'll introduce Niveditha because this is the first time she is on Pop Rap.
Oh really?
Just to end this year.
Oh man, I thought she's
here.
been on.
No.
I already have recorded so many episodes Cyrus with her. I just thought she'd already
Oh,
been on.
no. I've never been on. I feel like that's why you never called me on it. I was a little offended in the beginning, but I was like, all right.
Oh, then
They're calling me for the end of the year.
No, we wanted to call you at a time when you were already indifferent to being called on. And all, you know? We waited for that moment. This is it. Niveditha,
Also with her accent and with this impeccable English, she feels like too good for Pop Rap after a point.
Too good for Pop Rap. Yes, fair. But we'll see how this goes.
Okay, Niveditha,
I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Just say hello to our listeners and tell them what do you do at IVM.
Hello,
If you figured
everybody.
it out by now.
I haven't figured it out. I was going to say that.
That's fine. That's
So
normal.
I'm glad you cleared that up for me. But I'm Niveditha. I'm a creator at IVM. And I
Great.
create podcasts.
Yeah, she's also a very popular stand-up comedian.
I am a stand-up comedian. I wouldn't say popular.
I would say.
All right.
Bro,
Antariksh
she's
says I'm
the
popular.
only one who's on Netflix.
That's right.
That is true.
IVM.
I mean,
In IVM, of course, in
no,
IVM.
in Car, in all of Car.
In all of Car, do you
Very
think so?
possible, very possible. Except Akash Mehta is the same Car.
Yeah,
He's not on Netflix.
not anymore.
He is not on Netflix actually. Who else
He's
is on
not
Netflix?
on Netflix
Aditi
yet.
Mittal is on Netflix. Sumukhi
She
is on
is.
Netflix.
Yes, she
Prashasti
is
is on
too.
Netflix with you, right? Again?
She is, yes.
Yeah. So these people do the
Wait,
same.
all of
do
these
any of the same
people-
Car?
None of them stay in Car.
Whoa!
though.
The only
my
person in Car on
God.
Netflix.
Sounds like
Niveditha
I'm
Prakasam. That's fab. Wow.
insane.
So,
Alright.
thanks Niveditha for gracing this episode with your presence.
my
we
pleasure.
will take autographs and all after this
Yeah.
episode.
Finally, this episode will get more views.
Yes.
I don't know if it will, but all right. I'll share it on my stories or whatever.
Yes, that'll
But in this episode, we're going to talk about resolutions, but in pop culture.
Oh, sweet.
yeah, that's
So,
very interesting.
A couple of things. One, the movies or web shows or like whatever content that you always wanted to watch, but you haven't watched yet. And you like, whoa. वो कहते हैं ना उसको wow. क्या कहते हैं? Wow to watch it in 2023? Niveditha, you're the English expert. Please tell me.
Like, I'm not
I
sure what
vow
you're getting
to
at.
wow.
Wow
to
होता है
watch.
ना?
Vow to
Oh,
watch.
vow.
wow.
Yeah. Promise.
I will
your
vouch
vows.
it.
Like,
wow.
like the vows you say when you're about to get married.
Yeah,
that type of vow.
V-O-W.
Like the-
VOW.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, not the
Also-
Kantara one.
Not the Kantara one. Okay.
Or Saif Ali Khan one. Yeah.
So the content pieces that you vow to watch in 2023 or you plan to watch in 2023 and the pop culture habits that you would want to change or that you would want to imbibe.
Yes.
That's true.
I'm
ready
happy
for
that I
this.
used the word imbibe.
I have quite a few of both in both these categories. I have quite a lot of
That's
things
why
to
you're
talk
on the podcast, Antariksh.
about. Oh, thank you. Is that why?
Me.
Oh,
too.
cool, man. Nice. Great. That's fab. Awesome.
Great. So we'll see you after this short break and then we'll talk about all this stuff and much more. See you.
Yay. Hey, it's been another great week on the IVM Podcasts Network. On All Things Policy, the Takshashila team discusses the government's intervention in tobacco consumption after New Zealand passed a law banning tobacco products. On This Round is on Me, Gauri is joined by Dr. Jayashree Sharad, a cosmetic dermatologist. They talk about skincare routines and how the definition of beauty has changed over the years. On Has It Aged Well, Abbas and Uchita are joined by Shrimi Verma, writer and face of Panache. The trio decodes Nikhil Advani's directorial debut, Kal Ho Na Ho. And on the Wire Talk, Siddharth talks to S.Y. Qureshi, the 17th Chief Election Commissioner of India. They discuss the hasty decision that is the appointment of new Election Commissioner Arun Goel. Once again, don't forget to visit our merch store on ivmpodcasts.com. We have some exciting stuff for you. Follow us on social media. We are IVM Podcasts on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. If you like our show, spread the word, tell your friends, and don't forget to rate and review them wherever you're listening to them. You'll also find our shows on youtube.com/IVM Podcasts. And finally, we would like to thank our sponsors this week, Capgemini and HDFC Mutual Fund. Thank you for making this possible.
And we are back to talk about all our pop culture resolutions,
Yes.
our pop culture habits that we like to change or imbibe.
Yeah.
And all the things that we haven't seen in our lifetimes that we finally plan to watch in 2023.
Yeah.
For me, the Godfather series.
Bro, the Godfather series, of course.
I cannot believe.
Have you seen?
Snayhil
Have you
hasn't watched
seen
it
I
either.
haven't watched it.
I've seen Sarkar.
Bro, I was so embarrassed
Wow.
about like saying this, but I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
chalo, I'll out myself on this episode, and I just
Dude.
say, I haven't watched Godfather.
I
and
can't tell
want to
you.
watch
I can't
it.
tell you the number of times Godfather. When you're talking about good movies, right, and classic
Yeah.
movies, I have a lot of movies to recommend to other people, and then inevitably they will start recommending the Godfather to me.
Godfather, yeah.
Or actually, no. Normally they'll start the conversation. Oh, by the way, in the Godfather, how in the second one this happens, and I'll be like, oh, I haven't seen Godfather. I'll be like, what? You haven't seen Godfather, and you call yourself a film buff?
Yeah.
Same.
Like
Yeah,
you know,
bro.
like a movie fan of movies? Are you insane?
So yesterday I was watching White Lotus का season 2.
हाँ.
ठीक है, and उसके अंदर there's this one episode जिसमें they take a the Godfather tour.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So जहाँ पे Godfather shoot हुई थी,
Oh wow.
उनकी locations का इन लोग ने एक tour होगा कोई इटली में. क्या जगह है वो? सिसिली. हाँ.
Yeah.
तो वहाँ पे वो लोग उस tour पे जाते हैं and they are talking about all the like OG scenes from the Godfather and I'm like, fuck, ये कोई spoiler मिला अगर मेरे को इधर, क्या है क्या नहीं है.
But wait, I'm so wrong in this. I thought The Godfather was American Mafia. So why is it shot in Sicily? Again, I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know.
No, so they are Italian though.
Yeah, but
Niveditha is so
but does that mean-
disappointed.
No, I'm not
in us
disappointed.
right
they
now.
are
I'm
Italian. But
trying
I
to
thought it was
remember.
American Mafia, right? So Italian-American Mafia.
Yeah,
right? That's what
Italian
Italians.
American mafia. So they do go
In
back
America.
home.
Oh, they do go back home.
Yeah, they
Oh,
do
that's
go
what I'm
back. They do go
That's what I'm
back to
asking.
Sicily and
Okay.
yeah.
I
Okay.
got
Anyway,
it.
spoiler
I get it.
alert.
Okay, cut that out, I guess.
feel like you should watch this. No. But I did what you guys did. So one of the reasons you want to make these kind of pop culture resolutions is because you get left out on a lot of pop culture references.
Yeah.
In literally everything else.
That's
It's
true.
one of the reasons I've watched so many things. I caught up with Friends because of that.
I
really?
watched Game of Thrones because of this.
Yeah. See?
Really?
Yeah, I caught up.
Okay.
I had never watched Friends, and then everybody was making these
Yeah.
Friends references. So I
Yeah.
just sat once.
I didn't
finished the
understand
whole
how
thing.
you doing meant.
Bro, so I did. So for the longest of times, I didn't know "Make Me an Offer You Can't Refuse" is from Godfather.
Godfather.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
really?
I didn't know, and like randomly in school, I'm talking to someone, and then he's like, "Make me an offer you can't refuse,"
That sounds sexual for some reason.
and I'm like, "हाँ ठीक है, मतलब क्या है अब?" And then everybody's like, "Bro, you don't know this?"
Yeah,
Bro,
it's a
I'm
big
like,
deal.
Are you?
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you-
like, क्या है ये?
Yeah,
अक्षय कुमार ने बोला क्या
yeah,
अभी
really.
किसी पिक्चर में? And then he's like, "Bro, this is the
Dude, it hurts, you know. When someone
Yeah.
accuses you of
I'm
not
like,
knowing something, it hurts.
I
You
swear,
feel like such a
bro.
loser. Dude, I've seen 1,000,001 movies.
Yeah.
How is this one movie more important than the others I've seen?
But
That's
apparently it
what
is. It's the Godfather.
Godfather,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Dude, like-
I'll tell you what. I did watch 2 movies. I haven't watched the third one yet. It was like another
So,
resolution of mine.
so
I haven't
apparently
watched
the third one is not good.
That's
Yeah,
why
that's what I've heard.
So
That's
people
what I've
say that you should not watch the third
Yeah.
one. so
Nobody
that,
quotes the third one ever.
You know, there's also a different
like
category
even
of
if
movies.
anybody did, I wouldn't know.
Yeah. There's also a different category of movies, like which are considered like hugely classics, some of the best
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
But people expect you not to have seen them, like Citizen Kane.
Yeah.
Like
Haven't
everyone
heard
talks
of
about
it,
how
though.
Citizen Kane
It's
is
like this niche thing.
yeah,
Oh,
but Citizen Kane widely considered one of the greatest movies ever made by
Yeah.
Orson
Okay.
Welles, starring and created by and directed by Orson Welles. I have not seen Citizen Kane, but I have seen the movie Mank, which is the making of Citizen Kane. So Citizen Kane itself I have not seen, but it's supposed to be like a legendary film.
Okay.
Have you've heard Rosebud? Have you heard the phrase Rosebud?
Yeah.
That comes from that movie.
Oh.
Again, I don't even know what Rosebud means.
Even I've
I
just
just
heard
know
it.
it's
like,
a phrase that
randomly.
exists.
But here's the thing, right? I don't think we should put so much pressure on ourselves because we're living in a time where everything is so readily
That's true.
available
Yeah.
that people expect you to catch up, and it's almost like, my God, this is not my homework.
Yeah.
Let me catch up with these things when I
That's
have
true.
the time.
So like I'll
Oh,
confess
yeah.
one more thing. So
Alright.
I am big on Bollywood,
हाँ.
but ऐसा हॉलीवुड के मामले में थोड़ा शॉर्ट हैंड चलता है.
Okay.
अब द थिंग इज कि जितना भी मैं जैसे फिल्म की वर्कशॉप्स लिया और पढ़ा एंड ऑल दैट,
हम्म.
सो ऐसा नहीं है कि बॉलीवुड में अच्छी फिल्म्स नहीं बनती हैं.
नहीं, ऐसा
And
बिल्कुल नहीं है.
it's just that my mom and my grandfather, grandmother, my father, all of us like watch really really good Bollywood films, and they've like always encouraged me to watch movies like Anand and Angur and Chupke Chupke.
Mhm.
तो ऐसी मूवीज देख के मुझे सिनेमा का जितना मालूम है और जितना मैंने ग्रैब किया वो है. बट अब जब मैं किसी भी फिल्म वर्कशॉप या उसमें जाता हूँ वो
They talk about
बात
Hollywood.
या
Yeah.
वो
They
बात
talk-
करते हैं
they talk
पल्प
about
फिक्शन.
Bicycle Thief.
Yeah, bro, actually I watched Bicycle
Of course.
Thief.
Yeah,
It
everyone's
was
seen it. They talk. One of the first movies they show you in
yeah,
school.
exactly. So like I watched that, but the thing is
But
I
wait,
haven't watched most of the classics. Like I
You've seen
haven't
Pulp.
watched.
You've seen Pulp Fiction.
I haven't.
Oh, okay. Pulp
Yeah.
Fiction is great.
So-
But again, like talking about Quentin Tarantino, I haven't seen Inglorious Bastards.
I have
One of
seen
the-
Inglorious
See,
Bastards.
again, one of his
अंडर
best films.
प्रेशर, मतलब इतना प्रेशर आ गया था ना मेरे को लाइफ
Correct.
में, लाइक
Yeah.
ये देखना है मेरे को. One other film, it was a very funny incident. So I was like talking to a friend and he's like, bro, I watched Taxi Driver yesterday, and I'm like,
हाँ,
great.
Taxi number 9 तो यार तो मैंने भी देखी.
नहीं. So what happened was, so he started telling me the story of the Taxi Driver, and like mid conversation I'm like,
There's Robert
Bro,
De Niro, Martin Scorsese.
I was like,
directed
bro,
it.
तू द किलर देखा है क्या इमरान हाशमी का पिक्चर?
It's basically a copy of Taxi Driver. It's a copy. So that movie is a copy of Taxi Driver and Minority. No, not Minority Report. There's a Tom Cruise movie with Jamie Foxx, which is a movie, dude, where he goes around. Collateral is the movie's name.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Kya?
That's
Collateral, yes.
That's the film.
It's literally the plot of the Imran Hashmi Irfan Khan one that you talked about.
Yeah, and I was like, मैंने देखो देखा तो है, हाँ ठीक है, बस वो अलग बात है, मैंने स्कॉर्सेसी नहीं तो मैंने
Yeah.
इमरान हाशमी देखा
Correct. Well, true.
देखा
I get
तो है.
Yeah, but I think one of the reasons this is happening is because film schools usually want to take script and show it to you properly, and I
Yeah.
don't think Indian
course,
film has
of course.
screenplay the way it's meant to
Oh,
be.
you think it's more on the fly.
It's
right.
not only on. It's also because we have so much music in between. We have a different structure to films
Okay,
in
huh.
India than
True.
anywhere else in the world.
Mhm.
Our screenplay is written completely differently from everywhere else. We
Correct.
don't follow the same structure because
You mean
we
like
have.
you mean like a 3-act structure? Is that what?
Yeah. It's not the same.
Okay.
It's not. I mean, we try to follow it, but in India we have like in
Jugaad.
half.
We do a lot of
In
jugaad.
half time, yeah.
Yeah.
What happens first half of the movie
Yeah.
and second half of the
Yeah.
movie. That's how we see our movies.
Correct.
So
yeah,
like
that's true.
that's why it's not the same. That's why when they teach you film in school, they have
teach you
to
in
teach you the
thirds.
international.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
what people say about movies is that every movie will find its audience.
It will
Yeah,
find
it
its
will, it will.
audience.
Like its own audience. It will
That's
find.
another
Eventually, you
resolution
don't know.
of
You don't know how
mine.
far or
Another resolution of mine is to watch films from all over the world
Yeah.
that are considered niche.
classics or niche.
Yeah. Films
Okay,
that
that's
don't have
interesting.
a big audience.
Even I
Nice.
want to like now start consuming world cinema, because like I have heard French cinema is like really like nice. Nice will be a very wrong word to like use as an adjective for French cinema. So I want to consume French cinema. I want to consume more of European cinema. I haven't like really touched upon that utna zyada deep.
Yeah.
Got it.
But matlab like I have realized recently that I have become like fully sirf Bollywood. My world has become completely Bollywood, but I need to like widen my
Yeah.
horizons and
sure,
watch world cinema so that at least copy तो कर पाऊँ अगर बॉलीवुड पे पिक्चर बनाने का है
Like,
मेरे
a
को.
huge
मुझे भी बनाना था
हाँ.
किलर भाई.
a huge aspect of introducing me to Hollywood and English movies and a lot of international movies
Yeah.
and all was my physics teacher
Oh.
in my 11th and 12th standard. I had a tuition teacher.
Okay.
His name was Balwant Singh sir.
Mast.
Sir, if you're listening. So he was a great teacher and all, whatever. But I got terrible marks.
Yeah.
You were a terrible student.
I was terrible student, I was terrible
Yeah.
But like during every lecture, right? Inevitably, we would talk about movies also, because my teacher, he had like hard drives and hard drives full of downloaded movies. Like that was like his thing. He used to love doing this. This was back in the day when torrents were like a whole thing. And we didn't have like websites, pirated websites and all which would stream. We just had to go download on torrents. So he had downloaded like fucking thousands and thousands of amazing movies. Like I saw Die Hard because of him. I
haven't seen Die Hard also abhi tak, by the way.
Really? Oh, Die Hard. Must watch, definitely. I saw the like a lot of movies, man. A lot of great action, like Transporter series, the Jason Statham series.
Yeah.
I saw that because of him, and he was like a big fan of like good action, good comedies. So I then started collecting my own, where I would download my own, and now I have hard drives full of like, downloaded movies that anyone can take from me if you want. If you don't get caught by cops while doing it.
Niveditha, you remember your first introduction to world cinema, or like the first non-Indian area film that you watched?
Yeah, so
Indian origin. Yeah.
Since I grew up in Kenya, we used to have 2 channels. Yeah, I grew up in Kenya for 10 years.
Oh, you didn't know this?
No, I didn't know this.
Oh.
Yeah, I grew up there.
Wait, Niveditha talks about it every day. No,
I do. I do though. I do. I speak about it all the time because it is really where I got a lot of my pop culture like habits.
Knowledge.
Bro.
Yeah. So when I was growing
Are
up,
you an
there,
NRI?
I'm not. I grew up here for the most part.
But can you become the
for
PM?
10, 11 years.
Can you become the PM?
Yeah,
Were you born in
I
India?
was born here.
Born
yeah.
here. Oh,
I
she
was
can
born
become
in
PM.
Coimbatore.
Wow.
And then I went there when I was a baby.
Oh.
So then I grew up there as in, like
Oh.
until I was 11 years old. I was in Kenya. So
अच्छा तो पासपोर्ट तुम्हारा इंडियन ही है
yeah.
पर तुम पली बड़ी वहाँ हुई हो मस्त एकदम
So-
भाई तो बॉलीवुड भाषा है बोला ना जन्म तुम्हारा हुआ है और पली बड़ी तुम केन्या हुई हो क्या तुम्हारे अंदर हमारे संस्कार हैं
हाँ जी है.
Yes, correct.
Hey,
The way she said it,
संस्कार
obviously.
है.
Yes.
Anyway, so we had 2 channels when cable television started, and that's when I was old enough to watch TV, right? We had channel 3, channel 9. Channel 3 had Hindi movies.
Oh,
all
great. In
day,
Kenya?
24 hours, yeah.
Oh, wow.
They would play Hindi movies one after the other. for
Like what
20
kind of like DDLG and all that?
everything.
Hum
Okay,
Saath
not
Saath.
the new ones. The new ones we'd have to go and get cassettes for.
Oh, so like old Amitabh
Old
movies.
ones, yeah. I think
Diwar
the
and all.
first film we ever watched on that television and on cable television was Jewel Thief.
Oh, okay, got
Yeah.
it.
देवानंद
Devanand.
yeah bro
That's the
of
first
course.
film I watched.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
It was a great film.
Yeah.
Very
देवानंद
nice
का
film. One
गाइड
of the
देखियो
best films.
गाइड देखियो
नहीं,
Yeah, we also
Bro,
watched
what
Guide.
a film.
So these
What
are
a
all the
film.
movies that I watched then because those are the only ones that came
Yeah.
up. Right? That's before Sony and everything started. Then Sony started and then we started watching TV.
Yeah.
But before that, it was just the movies. Channel 9 had Hollywood. So all
So,
English movies
oh.
would come on Channel 9.
Oh, wow, yeah, nice. Wow.
So that's how, and this was not just like Hollywood from America. It was also
Yeah.
Australian film and stuff. So
Oh.
we used to watch like shows like Neighbours, which is an Australian show.
All right.
So I had a lot of exposure at the time to TV because it was international TV. We used to get all
Understood,
TV.
yeah.
I watched Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when
Oh,
I was
wow.
that age. Family Matters, all of these American shows
Family
I
Matters.
got. Yeah, I watched.
Wow, nobody in
everything.
India would know Family Matters.
Exactly.
Nobody
So
would know
I
Family
have.
This fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So at my previous company where I was working, one of my colleagues had his email signature as the Fresh Prince of Belapur.
That's
And
hilarious.
and I didn't get the reference because I hadn't seen like
yeah.
this. So I was like, तू बेलापुर से है क्या? कहता है bro तेरे को reference नहीं समझा क्या?
Yeah. Correct.
I'm like कौन सा?
Another thing to add to my bucket list. My pop culture
Yeah,
resolution
bro.
is to
So
watch.
yeah, I know
Fresh
Will
Prince.
Smith from before he
Yeah.
got into the movies.
Oh really?
Because I watched him before that.
I know him only because of
Independence Day.
I mean, that was the first, right?
Yeah.
But before that, I knew that he had
ये
two
किस
very
दिन
popular
ऑस्कर
songs.
जीतेगा और
No,
थप्पड़
He
मारेगा
had, he
किसी
had
को.
two songs. One was called Twist,
Yeah.
and one was called Party Starter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and those songs became huge. And I used to listen to them like this back to back all day long. I used to be a huge fan. of that.
My
Insane.
first
And MIB movies, of course.
my first Hollywood film I clearly remember was Fast and Furious 2.
Oh really?
Too Fast,
I remember
Too
my
Furious.
first. You mean talking about in theaters? Is the first one in
No,
theaters?
no,
Oh,
no,
at
no.
home
Like
ever.
the
Oh,
first
okay.
film ever.
Yeah, but you must have had access because we had Star Movies HBO.
So
Yeah.
my elder brother, my elder cousin brother, he was this, जो वो नहीं होता घर का सबसे बड़ा लड़का, पूरी फैमिली का सबसे बड़ा लड़का, और इसको आता है कंप्यूटर,
हाँ.
और किसी को कंप्यूटर नहीं आता पूरे
हाँ.
फैमिली में.
Got it.
So what he used to do was he used to like arrange these, like organize these cousins night of sorts,
Yeah.
और हम लोग सारे उनके घर जाके रात को वो कोई मूवी लगाते थे और
Oh,
हम लोग
wow.
सारे बैठ के मूवी देखते
We used
थे.
to do that, but we would watch Ahat.
Ahat was awesome.
Really,
I
dude,
can-
Ahat was great. Even
loved
now, if
Ahat.
you go back and watch Ahat ka opening track sequence, no, the animation is eerie and scary as hell.
I have
Everything
holds
never,
up.
I have never watched Ahat.
Yeah, it was
I
before
did
used
you
your
watch
to-
time.
Z
अरे.
Z horror show? Z horror show भी
90s.
आता था.
Huh?
Z horror show भी
I
आता था.
know. So आहट आता था, एयर होता था जब मैं पैदा होकर
Oh,
देखता
okay.
था, ठीक है.
Yeah.
हाँ, ठीक है. तो आहट used to be that the scary thing that I have
Yes.
to stay away from.
Oh, really?
So I
Used
have
to love
never,
it.
I have never ever watched a
Anything horror?
horror.
TV
Like
show.
nothing,
Like
no
horror movie.
nothing.
I
Man,
love horror.
that reminds me of a great story again. Okay.
Thing. Abhi recently, I'm sorry. Abhi
No, please go
recently I started watching Pari
हाँ.
Okay.
by Anushka Sharma.
Anushka Sharma.
Yes. So what happened was, I guess I told the story in the last episode also. But like, I watched Kala,
Mhm.
and then I watched. I loved Kala, so I was like, chalo, I'll go on a Anushka Sharma production house binge. Take it. This habit I might want to change in pop culture. But anyway, so I was like, chalo, let's go on a Anushka Sharma production house binge. So I watched Kala, then I watched Bulbul, and then I googled. I'm like, और कौन सी movies production house की है, and then this was Pari, which was
Pari
horror.
is the Anushka Sharma. हाँ.
Anushka Sharma,
Yeah.
horror film.
Yeah.
I was like, अच्छा बुलबुल में भी ना हल्का हल्का horror है. You've seen बुलबुल?
Yeah, I've watched
I have
Bulbul.
not. No.
Loved it. ठीक है. So I was like, चलो इसके अंदर भी थोड़ा थोड़ा horror है.
बुलबुल में actress कौन है? या actor कौन है?
You wouldn't know. She's not like famous.
Famous.
Okay.
But she's very beautiful. and
Yeah,
a very
bro.
good actress.
Okay. No,
ये
but go ahead.
पिछले
I'll look that up.
episode में
No
भी
worries.
मैंने यही किया था. इस तृप्ति डिमरी नाम है. I'm guessing it's तृप्ति डिमरी.
But
I'll still
it's
check.
it's the cinematography.
Yeah,
is
it's Tripti
so
Dimri,
good
yes.
in this
Yes,
film.
it's
Very
Tripti
well
Dimri.
made.
She's a wonderful actress.
Okay.
Her filmography is also amazing. It's just that it's sad that none of the films have like done commercially well.
So she's not that well known. nothing
Yeah,
Yet.
but she's so amazing in all her performances. You can watch Laila Majnu. You've seen?
No, I'm not.
Bro, watch Laila Majnu. It's an amazing film. Laila Majnu mein Laila, she plays Laila, and then Kala mein she plays the lead, and then Bulbul mein she plays lead. So she's a fab actress. I love her work. Anyway, so I watched Bulbul, and it was a little horror. Thoda horror tha. So I was like, chalo, I have managed to like watch this. Let's do step 2.
Pari.
Let's watch horror.
Oh.
Like अब horror ही देख लेते हैं.
Hmm.
पहले 11:30 मिनट में जो मेरी फट के हाथ में आई है ना,
क्या देखा तुमने? नहीं, पर क्या देखा तुमने?
लाइक मैंने उस एंड पता है तब तक तो कुछ हुआ भी नहीं था पता पिक्चर में. वो बस प्रेमिस सेट कर रहे थे.
But Pari you're talking about? Which one?
या परी
परी, okay.
परी.
हाँ.
सो पहली 11:30 मिनट में लाइक वो आती है लाइक द जिन का चेहरा बस दिखता है. लाइक ओके डन, वी आर डन. आई एम नॉट
Not
वाचिंग. आई
happening.
एम नॉट
Not
डूइंग
Are
इट.
you serious?
Yeah, bro, I can't do it. I can't.
I love horror.
you
Dude, when
really?
I was a kid, remember I
Yeah.
told you about Channel 9?
Yeah.
Was horror
After
also.
post 10 p.m.
Was horror.
horror, and then you
Whoa.
had Halloween. So we had
अच्छा हाँ वहाँ
The
तो
Halloween
बनता
series.
होगा.
on
yeah.
Halloween. No, we didn't like celebrate it or anything. But then the movie channel would put all of the horror movies.
Oh,
and
so you
my
see all the
sister and I would
classics
just-
like Nightmare on Elm Street and all that.
Everything.
Oh, that's
everything.
great.
Just one after the other.
Yeah.
And I was 6-7 years old, and I started
Wow.
watching horror movies
Wow.
since then because we
Haven't
were
haven't
just.
watched
So
a
I was-
single
Big.
I
scene,
was in
bro.
5th standard, I think, or maybe 6th at most, when the movie Hollow Man came out. Have you guys seen this?
Love it. Yeah,
so
love it.
Hollow Man came out. Hollow Man is about
What a
a
strange movie.
I
though.
know, right? It's about Kevin Bacon, by the way, plays Hollow Man, right? So it's about
Wasn't
a
even
man.
there half the movie.
Yeah. Exactly, correct. Because that's the basic premise is an invisible
Okay.
man.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Who-
I've read the book though.
The Invisible Man
Yeah.
or Hollow Man.
The Invisible Man.
Invisible Man is a different story. It's
Yeah.
similar-ish in treatment, but the story is
Okay.
very, very different.
Mm.
So basically, this is about Kevin Bacon's character does some kind of an experiment on himself, which turns him literally invisible.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the Invisible Man.
Yeah, correct.
Acha, acha,
Mota,
okay.
mota, yeah. But then this is like goes like a whole sexual route and
Yeah.
creepy route and all. It's like a whole thing.
It's very
Okay.
creepy.
Very creepy, very creepy.
भाई मैं तो बुलबुल में creep out हो गया था.
No, but this is like
बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया था.
This
You
is-
would know, you
yeah,
watched
yeah.
it.
This
Yeah.
is like that this is like creepy, the sexually oriented creepiness. You know what I mean?
No,
Yeah,
he knows.
yeah.
Even Bulbul is like
Bulbul
that.
is like that,
Oh, I haven't
yeah.
seen it. Okay.
It's the whole point
So,
of Bulbul.
I remember when I watched it, right? There are sequences in the movie where, because he is invisible, he has to wear like a face mask.
Yeah.
Okay, and when he opens, and he wears shades over them.
Yeah.
Okay, but when he takes out the shades, there are literally hollows for eyes he has.
Yeah.
Okay, there's like a hollow area. You can see through the fucking thing. The other end of his face mask you can see. Okay, and you can see
Yeah,
his
it's
mouth when
very
he opens his
weird.
mouth, and it's weird. But as a kid, I was scared as shit. I could not sleep that night.
Nah, I love that
my parents were out of the house when I saw it. Okay, with my brother. My brother's totally fine. He's like 2 years older than me. He's like completely fine. Like, yeah, it's, okay, decent shitty movie. And I call up my parents crying like, "Mummy, मुझे नींद नहीं आ रही." Like just crying on the phone. And literally, I'm told that night when I did sleep, I fell off the bed.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because I don't know, Hollow Man came and like pushed
Hollow
me
Man
or
तो नहीं आ
something.
गया था, bro.
I had no idea.
The
No idea.
fuck, bro.
No, I'm very
it's
good
stuck
with
with me.
horror. It doesn't scare me that much. It's very hard to scare me. I get scared with psychological thrillers.
Whoa.
Oh,
Those
that
are the
I don't
ones-
get scared at all.
Those are the ones that mess with my head.
Like अभी जेफरी डामर तो मैंने ऐसे बिंज किया है ना.
Oh, I'm not even bothering.
Bro,
Too
I hate it.
Too brutal. Did you watch it?
No, because you
no,
know
no,
what
no.
the problem with those is
That
that
they're
it can
real.
actually happen.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I saw a meme the other day. Someone sent it to me because I've had this conversation like multiple times. And they sent it to me and he's like, bro, you are this. So उसके अंदर क्या था? There was this one random kid who's like getting scared while watching the Conjuring का poster and he's
Of
like,
course.
not watching. नीचे डामरी है, वो डामरी कह रहा हूँ.
Damar.
नीचे डामर का poster है and he's watching it with popcorn. And I'm like, bro, what can I do? It like
Yeah.
I know that this can actually happen.
Yeah.
But horror, I just can't handle horror. Also, I think I'll tell
Because
you.
horror, it feels like is something that you understand even less compared to
Yeah.
this is an actual, at least an actual human
Exactly.
that I know, I can see,
But
I
it's
can touch and
fiction.
feel him.
Isn't that the part that makes you less
But-
scared? The
like-
fact that it's not gonna happen to you.
Who
But
knows?
who knows, right?
Who knows?
Yeah, like you don't know. The thing is, like, good movies are able to convince you that this thing could happen.
The thing is that
At least a good movie could.
my
Yeah.
father claims that he has had paranormal experiences.
Whoa.
And I was told these stories like when I was like very young. And तब से मेरे mind में ये बैठ गया है कि ओ भूत.
Do you know your
ठीक है.
father's horror stories?
Yeah.
Can you
of
tell
course.
us?
So, okay, I'll tell you one story.
हाँ.
So, my father was playing cricket in so जब वो छोटे थे ओल्ड दिल्ली में रहते थे पुरानी
Okay.
दिल्ली के एक
Okay,
छोटे
okay.
से एरिया में.
हाँ.
तो वहाँ पे वो लोग अपने पार्क में क्रिकेट खेल रहे थे और उनके पार्क के पीछे वाले पार्क में कहते थे कि यहाँ नहीं जाते बिकॉज ऑफ दिस वन ट्री. ठीक है, वन रैंडम ट्री देयर वाज एंड वहाँ पे कहते थे कि इधर नहीं जाना है एंड इट वाज लाइक अ नोन थिंग. वो होता ना कि पता होता है कि ये चीज़ नहीं करनी है. सो माय फादर वाज प्लेइंग क्रिकेट एंड समवन हिट लाइक द बॉल फॉर अ 6 एंड वो पेड़ में अटक गई, उसी पेड़ में अटक गई. एंड एवरीबॉडी इज लाइक चलो जाके नई बॉल लाते हैं. एंड माय डैड वाज लाइक कि मैं ले आता हूँ ना जाके, क्या टेंशन है. तो एवरीबॉडी लाइक नहीं जाना है वहाँ पे ये वो. एंड देन माय डैड लाइक फक ऑफ, हाँ ठीक है चुप करो, ये सब चीज़ें ना मैं किसी और को बताना जाके. एंड देन माय डैड लाइक वेंट टू द अदर पार्क एंड उन्होंने नीचे से पत्थर उठा के बॉल को मारना शुरू कर दिया कि वो बॉल को लगेगी और बॉल नीचे गिर जाएगी. पर वो नहीं लगा बॉल को.
And then someone in the tree started throwing stones back at your dad.
Bro,
Is that
my
what-
dad started climbing the tree to get the ball and suddenly the twigs and chota branches and leaves started falling on him from all directions. अगर होता भी तो वो सीधा चढ़ते तो जो उनके ऊपर है वो उन पे गिरते, राइट. बट उनके जो साइड वाला जो पेड़ के उस पे थे वो भी उनकी तरफ डायरेक्ट हो गए. एंड लाइक दिस इज वन स्टोरी दैट ही टेल्स.
That's very specific. That's a unique story.
That's a very specific
not-
story. And this was so. अब I don't know ये वो मेरा ऐसा चुतिया काट रहे थे कि सच में हुआ है. But he has had his stand on this story. And also one relative of mine experienced this, like he got possessed and
Got possessed.
got
That
possessed.
seems a little more far-fetched.
Bro, like
No, those are very common in India. What do you say?
Yeah.
I mean, but I don't believe any of them. No, that's the problem.
Oh, okay.
Like,
All of them seem far-fetched.
so there was this thing like the story goes like this, that he got possessed because he also went to an area where he shouldn't have. Like people would have like वहाँ पे boundaries थी, यहाँ नहीं जाना है, but he did, and then he stopped eating anything. Like he didn't eat
For how long?
for 3 days. he didn't eat anything and didn't drink, didn't eat, started falling ill. And doctor ko dikhaya, nothing happened. Like after 3 days when he legit like didn't eat anything, just was like surviving on water. कुछ भी खिलाते थे वो उल्टी कर देते. And then like someone told them कि ये वहाँ गए हैं. And then they took him to some Baba and and they took off his shirt and they saw 5 fingers ka mark on his right shoulder.
Oh, somebody has slapped him.
Yeah, basically that. So and like they did an entire like puja and all. और फिर उसके बाद the mark went and then he
What?
started eating again.
It was just a fresh mark, and while the puja happened, it subsided.
Let's not try to.
Let's not try to challenge.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Let's just take the story as it is. It's a nice story.
Yeah,
Let's
I mean,
just take it.
ये मेरी अगली फिल्म का story.
Possessions, I immediately
But
get
you know
thrown
what?
out.
The thing about India and supernatural activity
Yeah.
is, in our culture, possessions are the most common supernatural
I know,
occurrence.
and that's true. Like
whether it's in
a lot of things,
temples
for
or
sure.
under a peepal tree
Yeah.
or whatever.
But that's why, because of that, it feels very far-fetched to me.
It
Like it is
does.
actually, it all seems like an act.
I'm sure there's like
Again, I'm
scientific
sure I'm wrong.
explanation
What do I
to
know?
everything. I'm sure
Of
there's a
course, of
botanist
course.
that can get to the bottom of what happened to his dad.
Yeah.
It's called,
the thing is,
Carnivorous
I
plants.
very regularly keep telling myself that that's all bullshit.
Yeah.
Nothing like that.
I mean, but your
has
heart
happened or
and your
can
brain are
happen.
two different
Yeah.
things, right?
But
Yeah.
it's so.
It's like we
for
get
me, it's
yeah.
fun. Like I like it. Like I find it
Absolutely.
almost funny because as soon as you
100%.
get scared, the next reaction is to laugh. For me,
Absolutely, dude, I agree. So one of my favorite things in the horror genre, I've talked about it multiple times, maybe on the show, is sorry, this episode become very horror special.
Yeah.
yeah.
But anyway, quickly, I'll just finish this. One of my favorite things, on the radio, on 93.5, if I'm not wrong, used to be a show called Ek Kahani Aisi Bhi.
Of course, yeah,
Okay.
bro. Red FM.
Red FM. Yeah.
Was it Red FM?
It was. I'm not sure of the radio channel, but it used to
Continue.
come. I think it would come like once a week,
Okay.
late at night. Okay. And it so happened that on multiple occasions when this show was coming on the radio, like late at night again, 10 o'clock, after 10 o'clock, I was driving by RA Colony.
Yeah, it was Red.
It was Red FM, right?
Yeah.
I was driving by RA Colony when this would come on. And this is like very atmospheric. And they like some of the stories are actually scary, okay? And I would be like smoking a cigarette with my car window open. And the stories would come out, I would start getting scared. My car window goes up, okay? I put my own car window up, and I can feel myself like getting scared.
Yeah.
But I'm also enjoying the feeling of being scared.
The feeling of
Like it
fear
makes
is
you laugh.
fun.
It does make you laugh. You're like, ha!
Yeah.
What a
Because
moose.
it's irrational.
I love it. Exactly
That's
that.
why.
अभी okay चलो ये एक मैं ऐसा recent incident जो मेरे साथ हुआ है वो बता के we'll move on. ठीक है?
Okay.
So the domestic worker at my place, she went to my flatmate and she said, भैया आप पता नहीं मानोगे इस बात के या नहीं मानोगे, पर मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि कभी कभी मुझे ऐसी फील आती है कि मैं जैसे किचन में खाना बना रही हूँ तो मेरे पीछे कोई खड़ा है और मतलब जब मैं मुड़ती हूँ तो पीछे कोई नहीं होता. पता नहीं आप इन बातों में विश्वास रखते हो कि नहीं रखते, पर मैं रखती हूँ. तो आप एक बारी कुछ पूजा या हवन घर पे करवा लो.
Hollow Man, yeah? Hollow Man is coming to your house.
So she said this, and
Damn, that's scary.
so this was early in the.
Dude, that would freak me the fuck
So
out.
exactly. So I woke up and my flatmate came to me and he said, "Bro, this. She just told me, and would you like want to go ahead with it?" I'm like, "तू पागल है क्या? चुप कर. कोई हवन नहीं होना है. We'll go." And then I got ready, got in my car, connected my phone to the Bluetooth and started driving. And my flatmate called. He's like, bro, fuck हो गया. And I'm like, क्या हो गया? कहता है, bro, मैं अभी इसी स्टोरी के बारे में सुन रहा था और एलेक्सा पे गाने बजने लग गए, bro.
समझा नहीं, but क्या?
ये इसी स्टोरी के बारे में सोच रहा था कि घर में कुछ पोजेशन वगैरह तो नहीं है और एलेक्सा पे गाने बजने लग गए हैं, bro. What the fuck is happening?
That's crazy.
And then I looked at my phone.
और तूने एलेक्सा से देखा?
गलती से the output device that I had chosen was not my car and the Alexa.
That's hilarious. That's poor guy, dude.
बेचारा नहा रहा था, नहाते
भाग के आ गया, पता है? साबुन लगा हुआ है.
and the way he
Ran out of the
called,
house.
he's like, bro, fuck हो गया.
That's hilarious.
That's so funny. Wow.
See,
Spot on.
horror is so funny.
That is
And I
funny.
was like, bro, मैं गाना बजा रहा हूँ, another banga, baby, तुझसे डर कैसे रहा?
Man,
Poor
that's so
guy. Oh my god.
funny. That's great.
Insane.
Anyway,
Yeah,
let's
let's
direct
get
our
back to-
conversation back to our
Yeah.
pop culture
Resolutions.
resolutions.
Yeah.
My pop culture resolution in one line would be more world cinema, more of the classics, like definitely The Godfather, Lord of the Rings,
Yeah.
जिसके लिए मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा कमिटमेंट लगेगा 12 घंटे का I've
Mhm.
been told. Pulp Fiction, basically completing at least Tarantino and Scorsese. I really want to watch Schindler's List. So this is one like major chunk that I want to cover.
Yeah, I get it, man. I want to watch. So okay, I want to watch all these like so many classics,
Yeah.
like Saving Private
Yeah.
Ryan and
True.
like so many of these famous classics. But there was a point in my life, especially after my 12th standard. This actually two different periods in my life. One was after 12th, one was after college, where I was watching almost a movie every single day. Okay,
Oh, great.
one full movie I would watch in one day, and like and I would repeat next day like that. And I would like to. That is a very difficult proposition to get to achieve now at this point in my life
Of
because I have a
course, of
job
course.
and so many other
Yeah.
things to do.
Yeah.
So a
Hard
movie a
worker.
week, I think would be great for me. Like
Mhm.
one movie a week doesn't have to be Hollywood, Bollywood, whatever it is.
Yeah.
One movie a week for sure,
Mm.
and a movie a week. That doesn't not be a new show or something. So I was thinking like a movie a week, a new show that you can binge or you are starting to watch once every month,
Yeah.
and a new artist or song again once every month would be enough. So that would be the ideal outcome for me next year, pop culture wise. I think I would cover. I'll get to cover if I'm able to stick to that. I can cover everything, all the movies I want to watch, all the shows I intend to see. I think that would be ideal.
Hopefully.
That would be
Yeah.
ideal for me.
What would your resolution be?
There are two TV shows that are known as the greatest TV shows ever
Okay.
made. And
One is Sarabhai versus Sarabhai, and the other one is
Yes, boss. Office.
honestly, I really liked Sarabhai versus
Yeah.
Sarabhai. I
Yeah,
watched
true.
that one. I wouldn't
Yeah.
have to watch that again.
Hmm.
Yeah,
But there's one called The Sopranos,
yeah.
and
Okay.
the other is The Wire,
Both are crime based.
crime-based shows.
Yeah.
No, Sopranos is a comedy.
Mafia.
It's a dark comedy.
Sopranos is a comedy?
Yeah, it's a comedy.
No, it's not a comedy.
I'm pretty sure it's a comedy.
No, I'm pretty sure it's drama, crime.
Are you sure?
It's about
Because
Italian mafiosos, yeah?
the premise is extremely funny. So
No, it's
I
a
was
family.
like, this
Hey,
is
you are
you were just finding horror also funny only.
That's
ठीक है?
true.
That's true.
That's true. And look at
That's
these
true.
fuckers dying. Ha 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 ha.
gotta find. Have
hilarious.
you watched The Sopranos? Yeah, and it's not funny. Are you sure?
Are you reconsidering
Oh my
your
God.
resolution?
No, I'm still gonna watch it. But here's the thing. All
Hmm.
right, now I'm coming to my resolution habits.
हाँ,
Okay, yeah.
Here's
That's
the
the
thing.
important part. जो हमने 40 मिनट बाद start किए.
No, I already did. Yeah, my consumption habits. I want to.
Bro,
next week-
actually,
next
so
year.
one thing that I really don't like about the world these days. ठीक है, just these days. ये जो wanderlust का tattoo बना के घूम रहे हैं ना सारे. But anyway, so I don't know why people look down upon people consuming content these days. Like you don't have anything better to do. That's why you're watching Netflix.
Oh, I think it's become the other way around actually.
Yeah.
Bro,
Where
so-
people are so while watching content is so normalized that almost every conversation
yeah,
will come up.
Exactly.
What are you
So
watching? What are you
that's
not
why
watching?
So people are watching content,
Yeah.
but there is this sect of people who are like, bro, you don't have anything better to do or what?
They're called old people.
I was going to actually do that yesterday.
Yeah,
I was
देखो.
going to ditch the World Cup to watch something on TV.
That's
I mean,
totally fine.
on
man.
Netflix.
That's totally fine.
No, but then I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I went and watched
because
the
of
World
that
Cup
match.
because it was really
Because of the
nice.
match,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was like,
Right.
thank God I didn't
Yeah.
miss this. But my resolution is if I start watching something and I don't like it, all right,
Stop.
I'm going to stop. Even if other people think that's the best TV show ever
No,
made
no.
or whatever.
I have to already
If
start
I
do
don't
that.
like
I
it,
already
I'm
do
not
that.
going to force myself to watch it.
Correct,
because
correct.
until now, even if I don't like something, if it is big in pop culture, I still finish watching it because I feel
can't
Is
be.
is
that's
is,
not
is there a
I'm not
film
gonna
जो
do that anymore.
वैसे बहुत hyped है, but आप लोगों ने देखी तो and you were like, ठीक है तो है.
Kantara. like it was good.
Yeah.
I didn't understand the hype though. I didn't get the hype. But
Uh,
but that's only because that's a very recent movie that I saw and
Probably,
and
yeah.
that fits this
Yeah,
criteria. you know.
yeah. And Nivedita,
but
do you
yeah.
have like a
There
name?
are so many things
Like
that I have watched.
the shocker, like सबसे top पे की मतलब जैसे for that matter आप बोल दो कि Shawshank Redemption was a normal film only. क्या ही फर्क
Oh,
पड़ता है?
that-
Shawshank is great.
Okay,
नहीं,
so
that's what I'm saying. Like something like this. Do you have like a contender for this?
with international movies, I'd say
Oh,
like
I got it.
Yeah.
Sorry. The new Batman one, the Robert Pattinson one.
You didn't like it that much?
Yeah,
I liked it.
but
Even
not
I
as
was
much
like,
as the hype.
Itna hype. I did not
I
understand.
kind of dozed off. In
Yeah,
between
it like
also a little
literally
bit.
in 2 different parts or 2 or 3 different parts in the movie. I did doze
I
off
was
also.
I was watching the
It was slow ही
film
था.
in the hall and I was like Batman देखना है और मैंने मस्त रिक्लाइनर like मैं कर दूंगा खर्चा, कोई टेंशन नहीं है. मैं लेटा रिक्लाइनर पे, मेरे साथ में एक बंदा था, वो लेटा, वो सो गया, वो खर्राटे मारना शुरू हो गया भाई. And after a point I got so distracted, I woke him up and I'm like, sir,
भाई, let me also sleep, no problem.
I was like, sir, आपने नहीं देखनी है, आप मतलब like just आपने सोना, आप सो जाओ, आप खर्राटे मत मारो,
हाँ.
आपके वजह से
क्या बोला वो?
सबका खराब हो
क्या
रहा
बोला
है. Like no sorry. And then apparently उसके साथ वाला बंदा is like, इतना चूतिया पिक्चर बनाएंगे तो क्या करेंगे हम लोग, इतना खर्चा हो गया हमारा 650 रुपए का.
Well, he's also not wrong.
और I'm like,
Might as well enjoy the AC and get a nice nap and
In Hollywood, American Hustle was one of those for me.
I get it. I felt the
I
same.
didn't even
I agree.
finish the movie. I
Yeah,
think
no,
we
I
had
finished
Wolf
at
of Wall Street on the same day and we overlapped it, right? So
amazing film.
half of American Hustle had finished, and then we were like, you know what, this movie is not that good, and we
Yeah.
have another movie that we've overlapped, so let's just go to that one. And I didn't miss it. Honestly, I didn't
Dude, I
watch it
think
again either.
Jennifer Lawrence won an Oscar for that movie.
No. She
No?
won an Oscar for Silver Linings Playbook.
That she
But
did.
American
Yeah.
Hustle was nominated
She's-
for like
she's
a lot
won-
of Oscars,
It was,
right?
which
Yeah.
was why we went to the theaters to
Oh,
watch it.
yeah.
It was like the
Very-
Oscars
yeah.
lineup that they were
very,
playing.
very underwhelming. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I didn't like that
Yeah,
at
yeah,
all.
yeah.
In
Agreed.
Tamil, there are so many movies. Sururai Pottru, I do not like it at all. For some reason, everybody made a huge deal off of it. Pushpa, didn't like it at all.
I
love
haven't
Pushpa.
watched Pushpa.
I loved
hated
Pushpa.
Pushpa.
I loved it.
I was like,
It
oh.
was so good.
I'll tell you why you guys liked it, because
Why?
you've never seen these
Yeah,
Telugu movies
that's
before.
probably it.
It's
That's
like the novelty
Very
of
possibly
it.
that is it. Yes.
Yeah,
I would,
for
I
us
would
it's
agree.
just like, this plot
Actually,
again.
I तो fucking loved it.
जो listeners अभी तक हमारे से ये हमारे साथ सुन रहे हैं इस podcast को, they would be very happy because like I get like so many comments saying कि you know you don't talk about South films that much.
We can
you-
only talk
you
about the things
have-
we know, man.
Yeah, that's what I was like, bro,
That's what
मैंने
it
नहीं
is.
consume
That's
किया, but
what-
now
what
that
is-
she is
Yeah.
like now she's about to like name drop so many great South
Yeah.
cinema.
Yeah, I'm just saying South
like,
cinema
yes.
all of a sudden. Yeah.
No, don't diss like मतलब ठीक
No,
है like.
But up till now, she has talked about only
No,
the bad
no,
ones.
I
That's it,
literally
all.
went Pushpa. Oh,
Ah.
this is what I did.
RRR, yuck.
I haven't watched RRR.
You haven't?
No, I have to
Oh,
watch it.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
now
great.
that it's going to the
Really good.
Oscars or
Tell
whatever.
me
good,
one
really
thing:
good, really
is
good. I loved it.
Super Deluxe worth the hype?
Okay, so here's the thing about Super Deluxe. It's a very experimental film. So for
Okay.
that, I'd say it's worth it. But there are parts of Super Deluxe also. The good thing about it is it has like 3 parallel stories.
Yeah.
You'll like at least 1 or 2.
Oh,
And
got
that
it.
makes
Okay,
the
so-
movie worth
Wait, it's
it.
an anthology series? No, no. It's
It's
a
not
parallel
an-
stories.
It's
Okay.
parallel
3
stories.
parallel
yeah.
stories.
All right, fair
Yeah.
enough.
And
So
this-
that's really fun. The
Okay.
fun part is that
Great.
it has like a lot of elements to it. So if you don't enjoy some parts, you'll enjoy other parts. So I wouldn't say it's a bummer.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. One pop culture habit that I would want to change is the binge thing that I've gotten into.
Yeah.
Bro, I have like literally ruined my Monday today. I have a bad headache because I was like, मुझे White Lotus खत्म करना है. मुझे देखना ही देखना है. ठीक है. If अगर like ये habit मेरी change हो जाए तो भगवान कसम जो बढ़िया रहने वाली है ना मेरी सुबह अगले दिन वाली. Like it was the most stupid decision to wake up till 5, to like stay up till 5 a.m. and then sleep for 1.5 hours and then wake up again for office.
Yeah, got it.
I'm surviving on coffee.
Oh,
Head is bursting, but I
So
managed.
selfless. Look at
I
this selfless
managed-
person.
Yeah,
Who
please
is
subscribe to
still
the
doing
channel.
a show for you guys. For you, okay? He didn't want to be here. He's almost
Bro,
close to
legit.
death's door. He's having a splitting headache. He has had no crocin all day. Okay?
Because I haven't had
two-
anything.
two-
But he
coffees.
said, we have to wrap
We
this
have
up.
to do this right
Yeah.
now. It has to be done.
Bro, मैं legit सुबह उठा and I was looking at my calendar and I was like, अगर कुछ नहीं है तो आज मैं leave डाल रहा हूँ. मुझे घर पे बैठ के खाना मंगाना है, खाना खाना है. But then I saw this recording. I'm like, oh, just for the listeners. But anyway, so yeah, I think one habit that I will change will be this binge culture that I've gone into. Like I went back to Delhi for 4 days. I returned finishing 5 series.
Oh, wow.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I finished Only Murders in the Building season 1, Only Murders in the
Great.
Building season 2,
Great.
Dahmer,
yeah.
and then Mindhunter, and then
yeah.
this and that, and I'm like watching everything there. My parents are like, "तू हमसे मिलने आया, तू ये देखने आया, वहीं देख लेता." But then I'm like,
क्या करें
क्या
हम?
करूँ? ये ज़्यादा interesting.
Mom, Dad, be more interesting.
But नहीं, that
Why don't you go and kill some people?
How are you going to go about this? Because this is very interesting, because a lot of people have this problem where they feel the need to finish things because they have it, because of the fact that they
Yeah.
release
Yeah,
all episodes at the
Correct.
same time.
Yeah.
So are you planning to like time yourself, or say no, I have to sleep at this time, or I have to? Are you gonna?
No, pop culture oversleep, yeah?
Okay.
देखो ऐसा
Pop culture
है,
was
अभी बस thought आया है.
You haven't.
POA
planned
बाद
this
में
out.
बनेगा इसका.
Sounds like a resolution that's
Yeah.
not gonna
So
happen.
I want to do something interesting with you guys, because
Because he's the host of Just a Filmy Game Show, and he just does interesting stuff
thank
with
you.
films.
Thank you. That's so well done. Thank you. I can't top that.
What a
Let's end the
great
episode
plug.
here. But I want you to both open your YouTube apps
Okay.
and tell me, go to your library and tell me how many videos you have in your watch later.
एक भी नहीं है.
So
Yeah, I don't have
For
watch
sure.
later.
You don't have anything in your watch later?
No.
I have exactly 4580, that is 4,580 videos in my watch later
Wow.
that I have never watched.
And
Wow.
you will watch it
Okay.
later.
Yeah, so that's what, dude, like there was a point when I would like try to add something to my watch later, right? YouTube would say, sorry, maximum number of watch later videos exceeded.
Oh.
Okay, that was around the 2000 or 2500 mark. Okay, now I'm at 4580 because I guess they removed the limit for people like me who have just kept adding things. So I want to get to some of these videos, dude. I want to at least half this number of
Yeah, so
watch
this
later.
is a resolution I made another year
Yeah,
when I
Okay.
found out about YouTube algorithms and how it manipulates your consumption.
for sure.
So
100%.
I was listening to this thing about how this man was explaining, a really intelligent man. He's basically the guy that invented virtual reality and how we use it today. I forget the guy's
Mark
name.
Zuckerberg.
Not Mark Zuckerberg. Ew. No. Wait, I will tell you the guy's name. He
She
is somebody.
said you. She said you. Like, you.
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg, you.
Ew. This guy is a very socially aware,
Meta होगा अपने घर पे.
extremely
ठीक है?
intelligent man.
Oculus.
Anyway, I'll tell you his name. But this man was saying that one of the reasons we have such polarizing opinions on the internet is because the internet manipulates you to think that you're right, and it's like an echo
Yeah,
chamber. You
yeah.
start consuming liberal content, and so liberal content gets pushed
Without
to
a
you the
doubt,
most.
man.
And
Without
so
a
you don't have any worldview that's balances
true,
your
true.
opinion.
Dude, I
right?
feel that, man. Like, I go to my YouTube wall, right? And sometimes I'll just be so bored looking at my YouTube front page
Yeah.
recommended, because, dude, it's all the things I see almost every day.
Every day. Yeah.
Show me new stuff, please. I get tired. You get so bored of your YouTube page sometimes. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this guy was saying one way to change the way you consume your internet content is to be aware of what you're watching. And you know how when you watch a video, you see related videos, and because the internet knows that that's your interest, you end
Yeah.
up like just watching all the
That
videos
is so
related
right,
to
man.
it.
That is so right.
So he said, make sure
Yeah.
you follow accounts that you don't agree with, or you watch videos very specifically. That when you're watching a video, know that you clicked on that deliberately and not because it was just offered to you on the side.
Oh,
or
so you're
as
saying
an
you should
audience.
only watch
Yeah.
stuff that you actually look
Don't
Want to
like.
or
No,
search
Be in
for.
misery, Antariksh.
No, don't discover
Be
stuff.
deliberate.
Search for.
Yeah,
Search for it.
what you want to watch. Don't like just like. I mean, if you discover something, but be deliberate about what you're clicking on.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that's really helped me with my YouTube consumption, because I used to do it way too much before, and now that's become a little more.
Would you say
regulated.
YouTube is both of yours most used streaming app as well?
No.
It's highly that for me. It's highly
It
the
used
most.
to be, I'd say, but not anymore.
No?
Not anymore.
Now,
Not anymore.
What is you guys? What's dominating for you guys?
मैं mostly like I go back to like my comfort sitcoms and all if I'm having like
That's Netflix and shit.
yeah Netflix, and also like if I'm having dinner I'll just probably switch on like 2 episodes of How I Met Your Mother or probably Friends or like the basics, like the legit basics. मेरे को बिल्कुल ही दिमाग नहीं लगाने का है, बैकग्राउंड में लाफ्टर ट्रैक बज रहा है, मेरे को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. आई एम जस्ट लाइक वाचिंग सम रैंडम थिंग because like if I'm consuming YouTube I would want to consume it right, like I don't want to put my brains to what I want to watch right now. I'll just put on anything that I know by the क्या कहते हैं उसे back of my hand, yeah, and I'll just like chal raha hai background mein. If I don't even pay attention, I'll know what is happening. That is what my basic consumption is. But if I want to watch something and then I know what I want to watch, then I switch to YouTube.
Oh yeah. That's my default app. Like one of the most used apps on my phone after probably like WhatsApp or something.
Recently, recently I got into like sneaker culture. Like when I was like getting into it, that is the time when YouTube was my most consumed app, because I used to
really?
like
Watch a lot
follow
of sneaker
all
videos,
the
all the
sneaker
influencers,
videos
yeah,
and
yeah.
this.
Got it. Fair. What's
So,
for you?
what?
The highest used app for you? What is it?
So this year,
Hmm.
I did not
Was Spotify
consume.
wrapped, guys?
I actually didn't consume a lot of
Content.
pop culture.
Pop culture,
yeah,
yeah.
I was living my life.
Exactly. See these people.
Ah, these people.
These
Yeah.
people.
Wow.
No, but I did it purposely. Like I
Yeah.
didn't want to. So I didn't want to spend too much time at home.
Yeah.
So I went out a lot this
Hey,
year.
nice.
Yeah,
Nice,
I went out a
nice,
lot
nice.
because I don't go. I've never done this before. It's the
So
first year in my
You
life
mean like
that
went
I've been
out as
out
in
a
like with
lot.
friends or on dates or not?
No, not dates. Just I
Went out
socialized.
घूमने गई यार.
Yeah,
तुम
Oh,
just
that's
I put my okay.
But how many places can
just-
you roam out? Yeah, like
उन्होंने
You have,
snap-
if you have friends, you can go anywhere. Like just sit by the
Yeah.
beach
I
a lot.
mean,
Like
yeah,
I go.
but,
Yeah.
Well,
So
you need something to do there. So also,
that's why I
no?
got this job.
Okay.
Like another
Chalo,
place
fair.
to go in the morning.
Fair,
you
fair,
know.
fair, fair.
Okay, I found the guy's name. His name is Jaron Lanier.
This is the guy who said what you had.
Yeah,
Just
he's the one.
quoted.
He's like he's
The-
basically a
the
computer
algorithm guy.
scientist, visual artist, computer philosophy writer, and a musician also, composer. He's very intelligent, and
Wow, yeah.
he's basically like one of the activists about social media, where he teaches people how to be a little more I don't know what to call it, like
Selfish.
ethical.
Okay.
And how to
Great.
make social media ethical. He says that everybody who's consuming the internet should be able to get money back. Like anybody, if you have an Instagram profile, he says that all of the apps right now.
I respect this
Are-
guy.
yeah.
Respect.
Yeah, he
Whoever's talking about me getting money, I
Yes,
respect
I
that
respect.
guy.
he talks about how basically all the apps that we're using use our data. So they are
Yeah.
selling all of our data.
Yeah.
And he's saying they're all making
Dude, yeah,
money
of course, they're
off
making
of
all
it.
of us. Yeah,
Yeah,
we should be
and
making
if
money.
they,
Some of
yeah,
that
if
money.
they
Yeah.
make money off of you and your identities, you should be able to make money back.
So does he talk about ways you can go about doing that?
Yes, he does. That's what I'm saying. That's
but,
why you
But
should
is the
listen
only
to
way
him.
to become an influencer? Is that the only way to
It's
make money?
but he's saying it's not just influencing. So you don't have to be an influencer to make money off of the internet, is what his argument is. I mean, you will make more money if you're an influencer, I guess, through brands and everything. But you're not a celebrity at this point.
Did you
You're
just hear my
someone
stomach
who's-
go?
Yeah.
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 That was a very
Did you
loud.
guys not eat lunch?
Yeah, I don't have lunch.
Yeah, we
anyway.
haven't had. So, guys, this is the
Yeah.
end of the episode.
Sounds
My
like we're
stomach.
ready.
Or
to
like the yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that was a very loud rumble.
Yeah,
One of the
exactly.
loudest rumbles I've ever had in my life. Bro.
Yeah, itna to
I
Royal
heard it.
Rumble.
I paused for a second, like, what is happening right now?
No, I think when your stomach rumbles and we have mics, it amplifies.
Yeah.
the
Definitely
rumble.
does. It definitely
Exactly.
does. Yeah.
And you could hear it because.
So, guys, that's the episode for the day. Actually, and we're
Alright.
not going into the recommendations round because clearly we haven't like watched stuff. And
Yeah.
this time, हम ऐसा Uno reverse करते हैं. You guys recommend
Yeah.
us कि अभी 2023 में जाते टाइम अपन क्या देखें, बिकॉज देखो हम लोग तो बताते रहते हैं हमने क्या देखा है क्या नहीं देखा है. अब हमने ये बता दिया कि हमें क्या देखना है. अब ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि हमें यही नहीं पता कि हमें और क्या देखना चाहिए. तो वो आप हमें कमेंट्स में बताओ.
वाह वाह. अरे पोएट मिस्टर पोएट यार. अरे वाह. मजा
So
आया.
you guys do reach out to us and do tell us कि ये देखो. Actually one recommendation has been coming recently, which is watch Rami. Or
The
Oh,
Rami
yeah,
User show.
Rami. Yeah,
The new
it's a
Rami
nice
User
show.
show.
have you watched
I
it?
haven't watched one episode, but I heard it's a very good show.
Yeah,
So
It's
yeah,
got really good
that's
reviews.
that's one recommendation. I am forgetting the name or name of the guy who's recommended it, but definitely I'm gonna watch it. And then he said review it on Pop Rap. I'm like okay.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
watch it.
Someone told you to
Interesting.
review it. Someone told you to watch it and then review it on Pop Rap.
Yeah.
And you don't remember who it was?
अरे तू comments में है ना
Oh, comments में. अच्छा, like a person came up to you in person.
No, comments
no.
में. अच्छा wait, now
Like
that
that.
we
Like
picked
that.
it
Like
up,
that. Like that.
I'll just search it only.
Say in comments. No, you never
I-
said comments even once.
अरे
the entire
मैंने
thing.
बोला है recommendation आ रहा है comments में.
So recommendation can be in person, like how we are doing right
Oh,
now.
okay. That's why I don't remember because it's @user-CJ1FZ5EZ3E. Elon Musk के बच्चे ने basically.
Okay, got
अपने
it.
को,
You recommend it to us.
Yeah,
Yes.
but we'll definitely like watch Rami and we'll talk about it. Yeah, let's just please keep recommending us stuff because we want to be exposed to more
That's
content.
correct.
And
And
we'll
I would
see
say,
you.
Can we just end with a
Happy
Happy
New
New
Year.
Year song? Yeah.
Again, we started with the Happy New
Let's
Year
do
song.
another one. Let's think of another Happy New Year song that we can probably sing to you guys. Happy New Year to you.
You.
Happy, happy.
New,
Happy
new, new.
Year.
Year. 2023.
To you.
Kidding. Thanks, guys. We'll see you in the new year.